The whispers surrounding Jin's potential role with Fred jewelry highlight a reality the luxury industry can no longer ignore. K-pop has evolved from a cultural export into a global powerhouse of influence. When Jin walks into a negotiation room with executives of an 88-year-old French jewelry house, it is not simply a business deal, it is history in the making. For decades, European luxury brands have depended on Western celebrities to anchor their campaigns, from Hollywood A-listers to Grammy-winning American artists. But Jin's entry into this space signals a paradigm shift. He is not just a model for a brand, he is a movement in himself. Every product he touches becomes a story. Every campaign he leads transforms into a cultural event. His presence alone can mobilize millions of army across the globe, ensuring visibility and engagement on a scale few Western celebrities can match. This is why analysts believe Fred Jewelry's invitation to Jin is more than symbolic. It is strategic. With Jin, Fred gains access to the most loyal and digitally connected fandom in the world, one that has proven its ability to drive sales, break streaming records, and even topple voting systems at award shows. In an age where visibility translates directly into profit, partnering with Jin may be Fred's boldest step yet towards securing its future relevance. At the same time, Jin benefits from a deeper alignment with the world of high fashion and luxury. His evolution from pop star to style icon has been carefully built. Gucci's global ambassador, Milan Fashion Week speculation, Lucido LS debut campaign in Japan, and now, whispers of Fred jewelry. Each step has not only elevated his profile but also crafted an image of timeless elegance that places him in the same league as fashion icons like Lady Gaga, Harry Styles, and even Beyoncé. What sets Jin apart, however, is his authenticity. Fans are not drawn to him simply because of polished visuals or luxury branding. They are moved by his humility, his humor, and his genuine connection with them. When Jin wears jewelry, it is not perceived as an untouchable symbol of wealth. It becomes an extension of his story, one that fans around the world feel personally connected to. That emotional currency is what brands like Fred are desperate to capture. If this partnership becomes official, insiders predict a global campaign rollout unlike anything Fred has attempted before. Imagine Jin's face on billboards in Paris, Tokyo, New York, and Seoul, limited edition jewelry pieces inspired by his persona, and exclusive events where he appears not just as an ambassador, but as the living embodiment of Fred's legacy. Such a vision would elevate Jin beyond the category of celebrity endorsement and into the realm of cultural ownership. For ARMY, this moment would be monumental. To see their idol not only dominate music charts and concert stages, but also claim his place at the very top of the fashion and luxury world would be the ultimate validation of his journey. For Jin, it would mark the next chapter in a career that has already defied every expectation. And for Fred Jewelry, it could be the dawn of a new golden era, one where history and modernity converge under the glow of one name. Jin speculation grows. One truth becomes undeniable. If Jin becomes the main icon of Fred Jewelry, it will not just be a campaign, it will be a revolution. The speculation surrounding Jin's involvement with Fred Jewelry continues to dominate discussions across both the fashion industry and the entertainment world. While official confirmation has yet to be given, the implications are already clear. This is not a mere endorsement. This is a cultural alignment that could mark a new era in global luxury branding. For Fred, aligning with Jin means entering a new stratosphere of relevance. The brand, steeped in French tradition, would gain access to a global community that transcends geographic borders, the ARMY. This is a demographic that has repeatedly proven its ability to mobilize in unison, amplifying every move their idol makes. The possibility of a Fred x Jin era has already ignited conversations in Korea, Europe, and the United States, proving the universal reach of his name. For Jin, the potential ambassadorship is more than another notch in his belt of achievements. It is a declaration. After music, after fashion, and after global campaigns that have already set records, he is stepping into the rarefied air reserved for only the most powerful figures in culture. Names like Beyoncé with Tiffany & Company or Rihanna with Dior have long been benchmarks in luxury partnerships. Now, Jin is being spoken of in the same breath. What makes his case unique, however, is his cultural duality. Jin is not just a fashion figure or a music powerhouse. He is both, seamlessly shifting between these worlds while remaining grounded in the identity of Kim Seokjin. This balance is what keeps fans loyal, critics impressed, and brands eager to secure his image as the face of their future. If confirmed, Jin's role with Fred Jewelry would symbolize more than just a marketing campaign. It would cement his legacy as a true global ambassador of culture, bridging East and West, tradition and modernity, luxury and authenticity. It would also serve as a landmark moment for K-pop itself, proof that the genre has moved beyond music stages and into the very heart of global luxury identity. As the world waits for official word, one fact is undeniable. Wherever Jin goes, history follows. If his name becomes synonymous with Fred jewelry, it will not only elevate the brand but also etch another golden chapter in the story of a man who has already redefined what it means to be an artist in the modern era. Jin is no longer just a singer, an idol, or even an ambassador. He is the standard by which influence is measured. And if Fred jewelry is wise enough to crown him as its icon, then history will remember this moment as the day an 88-year-old French house joined hands with Korea's brightest star. And together, they lit up the world. As anticipation builds, industry insiders are already bracing for the impact. If Jin BTS indeed becomes the main global icon of Fred jewelry, the move would ripple across multiple sectors. Luxury analysts predict not just a spike in Fred sales, but a massive cultural reset in how Asian artists are perceived in the world of high fashion. For years, the conversation was dominated by American and European stars, Beyoncé at Tiffany, Lady Gaga at Versace, Harry Styles at Gucci. Now, Jin stands poised to join, and perhaps surpass, these names, armed not only with his elegance, but with the unwavering force of army behind him that in Korea. The news has sparked pride and speculation. Commentators on KBS and SBS highlight how Jin's role could mark one of the most significant achievements for a Korean artist in the luxury space. It's not just about jewelry, one cultural analyst explained. It's about visibility. When Jin wears Fred, the whole world watches. And when the world watches, markets shift. The power of this partnership is not limited to advertising campaigns or fashion shows. It is symbolic. Fred jewelry, with its 88-year-old legacy rooted in French artistry, represents heritage, prestige, and exclusivity. By inviting Jin into its inner circle, the brand is acknowledging that modern luxury is no longer defined solely in Paris, Milan, or New York. It is also defined in Seoul, Tokyo, and across Asia, where K-pop has ignited a revolution in taste and consumption. Fans, meanwhile, are caught between excitement and curiosity. Online forums buzz with theories. Will Jin launch a signature Fred by Jin jewelry line? Could there be limited edition collections featuring symbols meaningful to ARMY, such as purple diamonds or moon-shaped pendants referencing his iconic solo song Moon? Others wonder whether Jin will front Fred's global campaigns, appearing on billboards in New York's Times Square and Paris's Champs-Élysées, effectively merging BTS's global influence with Fred's luxury pedigree. Even without confirmation, financial experts are already making predictions. Past campaigns led by Jin, such as his Gucci ambassadorship, caused measurable surges in sales and brand exposure within just 24 hours. If history repeats itself, Fred jewelry could experience one of its most profitable years ever. Women's Wear Daily, WWD, has already noted the Jin effect, a phenomenon where his involvement drives exponential media coverage and consumer engagement far beyond traditional marketing reach. Yet beneath the glamour lies a deeper narrative: Jin's transformation into a cultural ambassador whose reach extends beyond music. His rise mirrors the ascent of Korea itself as a soft power giant, reshaping global perception through entertainment, fashion, and lifestyle. In this light, Fred's decision is more than corporate strategy. It is a reflection of a world shifting toward cultural plurality, where influence is no longer monopolized by the West. If the rumors solidify into reality, Jin will not just be remembered as BTS's eldest member or as a K-pop idol stepping into luxury campaigns. He will be remembered as the artist who took an 88-year-old French house and made it feel brand new. His journey from Seoul stages to Paris boardrooms epitomizes the evolution of modern stardom, not bound by borders, not limited by language, but propelled by authenticity, artistry, and undeniable influence. For now, big hit music remains silent, and Fred has offered no official comment. But silence, in this case, only amplifies the anticipation. The world is waiting, watching, and speculating. If and when the confirmation arrives, it may not just be another headline in the fashion press. It could be one of the defining cultural moments of 2025.